Just to the right angle, remember? There you go. The proper angle. Thank you.
Spending a lot of time face to face, and for something like measles that is extremely contagious. She says a child who's had 2 doses of measles vaccine is considered safe, even if exposed to a child with measles. However, for those children who are not able to get vaccinated, they are at much higher risk of getting sick, so they need to have a higher level of suspicion and may qualify for treatments such as immunoglobulin in the case of exposure. Good evening, it's 9:08. Precision AC tune-up for only $69. Traffic and weather on the 8s, and when it breaks, Ian Crawford is in the WTOP traffic center. Despite the damp weather we have, Nick, we're still seeing the work zones pop up on the Capitol Beltway, the outer loop at St. Margaret's Road, heading toward Branch Avenue with 2 left lanes blocked. To that, you are good on the other side of the Beltway.
Yo, what's going on, Jen? How you doing?
The 270 as you climb the hill toward Old Georgetown Road was said to be like a gamer's chair or something like that. And it was supposed to be the center of the roadway. Hopefully someone's playing that. On the Virginia side,
sorry, I'm getting a little lost. How you doing? Cheers.
On 66, we had earlier crash activity westbound on the ramp to go north. On 28th through Centerville, that was on the right side of the ramp. On the district side, we do have
just relaxing. Good choice. Good choice. Yeah, I was busy all Father's Day, so today I didn't do shit. Today I didn't do a thing. What's going on, Pinky? How you doing? Cheers.
Know that you will be in the soup if you're trying to get from the southeast out of the freeway up towards New York Avenue, somewhere in between. WTOP Newsroom is furnished by Regency Furniture Shop.
How you doing, Pinky?
Save 50% plus an extra 10% off.
Let's get going.
Affordable never looked so good. Ian Crawford, WTOP traffic. And the forecast with 7 News personal chief meteorologist Veronica Johnson.
Yo, Crumblewick, what's going on? Poppy Carl, what's up? How you guys doing today, man? How'd you enjoy yourself, Poppy? I saw you in the early morning a little bit. That's because I gave up today. Everybody say hi to Jen.
Temperatures in the 60s, relatively comfortable temperatures this evening, but it's foggy. 65 degrees in Laurel, 66 in Springfield, 65.
Ready for sleep? Understood, bro. Yeah, that's why, like, you know, yeah. I skipped today for real. I stayed up, you know, with you guys into the morning over here. Because I, you know, worked on Father's Day. Had a great time catching up with Jack last night, you know. And I just said, fuck it, I'll give up today. The famous Jen? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fire. Time to go.
Coming up on WTOP, our energy prices are probably going to be going up and up and up in the years to come. And AI is playing a major role in that. We'll talk about it. It's 9/11.
That's what they call you on YouTube. It's the famous Jen. That's cool. That's cool. Good to be known as. To be known as.
No more gutter cleaning, no more plugging dangerous ladders. Just maintenance-free protection backed by a lifetime performance warranty. Call 888-5HELMET or visit gutterhelmet.com for your free estimate.
Oh, yeah.
$100 off Gutter Helmet.
I'm glad, Jen. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a different time to start. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been doing so great on live streams lately, but just need a couple likes. Welcome. Oh man, it's too bad I didn't have anything prepared, Jen. I don't have any topics. I'm listening to like news radio. Oh my gosh.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Oh, I don't know, Pinky. I was just throwing that out. I was just throwing that out. I don't know. No, I don't mean it like that. It's all ups and downs, as far as views, no, I don't mean it like that.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you.
I don't expect views, Pinky. I mean, there are people that come, so the views come because of that. But yeah, I don't really expect numbers.
And Walgreens. And it works whether you have insurance or not.
I'm not doing anything.
Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx to start saving.
I do have a join-in link to this one though.
GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, Green Goblin. So you've got a clogged drain in your bedroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You spit in today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Goblin. The only clog dissolver you need.
If I mean anything, Pinky, maybe it's interaction. I need somebody to speak with. So sometimes I've had some like real downtime, like nobody was here.
Green Goblin. Let the goblin get it.
When it comes to cybersecurity, federal agencies can't afford trial and error. The right tools are a part of the solution. What matters most is that they work when
I mean, yeah, Jen, yeah, because I went over there to my father's house, got to see him. My wife came over, she brought me some stuff, Father's Day gifts, so to speak. And yeah, that was good. Like I was grilling over there and cooking in the kitchen, and it was raining, and I did that for like 4 hours straight, just a 4 hour walk. And so that part, was a lot of work. So today I figured, like, okay, I did that. I have leftovers from Father's Day. I'm a father, and then I didn't do anything today. I stayed up until the early, early morning. I went to sleep, and I didn't do shit. Even when I woke up, I would go back to sleep. Just recovery or whatever. I mean, so that I get to, like, I don't know, whatever. It was my own way to celebrate Father's Day, right? Being a father is all about the responsibilities that it is, and so I took a day off, kind of.
Research shows that artificial intelligence searches can use 10 times more electricity
Got a lot of kids.
than regular searches, and utility companies are adjusting. Dominion Energy in Virginia floated the idea of a new rate class.
Got fun, send the guys info. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. I'll send it right now. That shit's important. Boom, you got it, man. You got it. And it's Stoner. So just, you can call him Stoner. He comes in here sometimes. So he has his own. So there you go. You got it. I'm hoping my wife is taking one now. Because she's off and stuff. She could. Yeah, Poppy, I can't wait to get back up on that. I think I have my funds together, but I'm waiting on something else that he doesn't have yet. Cheers, Carl.
with others to bring additional sources of clean energy beyond solar, beyond the geothermal techniques here. So there's a lot of work going on right now for partnerships of these hyperscalers with some of these other clean energy technologies to bring these online to reduce costs and not only make them available for data centers, but to make them available cost effectively throughout our economy. That's Dave Burke, former Deputy Secretary of the U.S. Department of Energy. A quick look at the top stories we're working on at WTOP. President Trump leaving the G7 meeting in Canada early because of the escalating situation between Israel and Iran. The president on Truth Social posted that everybody in Tehran should evacuate. A federal judge has ordered the National Institutes of Health to restore grants the agency counts based on gender ideology, or DEI. The judge said those terminations appear to be illegal. Keep it here for full details on these stories in the minutes ahead. It's 9:18. Traffic and weather on the AC in Crawford's in the traffic center.
Oh, we got something brewing in the 33 tunnel, Nick. We'll start there, northbound 395. Coming from the Case Bridge into the tunnel, and it looks like we may have at least one work zone. This will probably be close to the exit for C Street Southwest, Second Street Southwest, I should say, today.
Damn.
May have a single lane getting by. See more
there we go.
heading towards Mass Ave, and we may have more construction there. Bottom line here, you don't have to.
There we go.
No, it's not happy right now. Southeast Southwest freeway is in good shape. Spiraling outward to Maryland, Capitol Belly.
Maybe I'll try to use some of this rosin.
270 southbound after Clarksburg has
Whoops.
a right lane getting by. Northbound.
Gen Z. Gen Z.
Your delays begin right where you get the highest down. You're also seeing the right to get by. Caller finds work in Brandywine. Good evening.
Gen and Poppy.
Henry Road, Cedarville Road, with two left lanes blocked by the work. We're brought to you by Alexandria Toyota. Things are heating up at Alexandria Toyota. New Corollas, Camrys, and RAV4s. Finance at 4.99%.
Yo, what's going on, Brother Keys? How you doing this evening, sir?
And the forecast with 7 News First Alert Chief Meteorologist Veronica Johnson. Veronica, pretty quiet, pretty relatively comfortable.
Cheers, Keys.
Yeah, for a change, right? After several days, Friday going through the weekend, we're watching pockets of thunderstorms and heavy rain, especially just south of the sea with the flood warnings, flash flood warnings. But just some showers.
Hey, thanks for the Father's Day wishes, everybody. I appreciate that. Keys, Poppy for sure. Thank you, man.
Starting out about 64 to 68 degrees. Pretty much where we are right now. Now, temperatures for tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a warmer day. This time, 78 to 83 your high temperature range with breaks in the cloud cover after about lunchtime. It'll be partly sunny.
The kids are good. That's the important thing. I don't know. We had to talk about it too.
On the stronger side, main threat would be that of seeing some high winds. 4 to 9 p.m. for Tuesday and about 4 to 7 p.m. storm threats for Wednesday.
Got the PE, huh? Oh shit.
That could be our third and fourth 90 degree.
Oh shit.
Once we get on the other side of this weather maker, guys, for Friday, a big, long stretch of back-to-back.
Well, thanks for chilling with us, the famous Gen.
For next week, looking like a heat wave, our first of the year, starting this weekend. Right now, we're cool, 64 in Kensington, 68 degrees in Tacoma Park, 66 in Herndon and Manassas.
Okay, Veronica, we'll enjoy these relatively comfortable temperatures before the heat wave. It's 65 degrees outside WTOP studios. We're brought to you by Len the Plumber.
65 degrees. You heard that, right? So that's what it is here. 65.
It's 9:21.
Dang, man. That's kind of cold, right?
You can get 2 crunchy taquitos, a bag of 7 select chips, and a large refreshing bingo, all for just $5 with 7 rewards. But when one part of your brain is like, then the other part is like, and suddenly a third part is like, so go to 7-Eleven and get the $5 snack pack.
Yo, Bud Files, what's going on? What's going on? Cheers. Happy Father's Day, brother. Thanks for all that, brother. Happy Father's Day, brother Keys. One of your all-time favorite radio stations, 106.7 Light FM. There you go. Over here, this one is 107.7, but it's WTOP, I think. Yeah, WTOP. It's the news that repeats.
Morgan and Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial pound or visit.
Yeah, I got some music over here, but I'm just not in the mood yet. I mean,
Washington's top news.
I'm real quiet.
Facts matter.
I'm not ready.
A doctor charged with supplying ketamine to Matthew Perry in the months before the actor's overdose death has agreed to plead guilty. Federal prosecutors say Dr. Salvador
Whoa.
is going to plead guilty to 4 counts of handing out ketamine to Perry.
Whoa, what's going on, Off Grid? Off Grid, I just heard that news right there was about the guy who gave ketamine, the doctor who gave ketamine to Matthew Perry, you know, end of life or whatever. He pled guilty to charges here.
Perry died in October 2023. He was 54 years old. A federal jury in Colorado has found My Pillow founder Mike Lindell defamed a former employee for leading voting equipment company after the 2020 presidential election.
The employee.
How you doing tonight, Off Grid?
Was awarded $2.3 million damages. Who was sued after
I skipped today, man. You know how I stayed up until the early morning and then just skipped today. I just slept. When I woke up, I went back to sleep. I got leftovers from barbecuing yesterday from the kids, you know, so I made them that, and that's it.
Whose voting machines became the target of elaborate conspiracy.
Stop the trap, huh? Yeah, stop the crap. Yeah.
I'm Lisa Dwyer.
I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to continue to use ketamine, you know, at the when it's appropriate. But you know, I know what I'm doing. And you know, they use it for treatment and stuff. But if you're just rich enough and you pay a doctor to give you stuff to death, that's really bad. You know. There's a different thing between using something and trying to escape everything, you know? Because you will. I mean, that's your goal, right? Escaping everything, that's your goal. You're going to poison yourself all the way.
That's ABC's Rena Roy. Prosecutors could
Yo, Stone Stoner's in the house, man. Matt just asked about you, Poppy Carl, so hopefully he'll hit you up, bro. Stone Stoner's in the house, yo. Yeah, Matt just asked about you, so I'll keep you guys together. Thank you, bro. I am just chilling. That's why I'm listening to news, not music, man. I'm all in quiet. So this isn't gonna be like fast action. I know one thing though. Gonna have to hit this.
They're planning to buy the property for $150 million, and the sale's expected to close in August.
Right on, right on. Cool, man. Cool, man. Well, check it out. You know, hopefully Matt gets up with you, man. If you guys lose contact somehow, I'm in the middle here somewhere. Cheers, brother. Cheers, brother.
Regardless, not having to build a new school means hundreds of millions in savings that can be used for other renovation projects.
The last one that I had, a paper, my wife has and probably taking right now because she's off work, but she's not here.
At 25 and 55, brought to you by Amenta, advanced engineering and technology solutions for tomorrow.
9:25, Rob Woodfork. It seems like it's been a little while since the Nationals won a game now.
Yeah, I'm about to hit this.
Yeah. Yet again, the Nationals just snatched it. I have nothing to say because they're not playing well at all. The Nationals snatching
There we go.
the hands of victory against another last place.
This will do something too, man.
Fly ball deep right field. Lyle going back at the track.
Heck yeah, man. Hold on. Let me hold on to this then. Because I'll probably cough on this. So heck yeah. Let me send that to you, man.
6-4, a 2-run homer.
Hopefully I didn't get kicked. Cheers, cheers. I got a link off grid. I'm gonna hit this anyway. But that's because I might drop it. I don't want to go over there yet. And I'm taking it easy.
OKC shooting 6 of 10 from 3, scoring 10 points off 9 pacer turnovers so far. Rob the Park, JoE Sports. Thank you, Rob. It's 9:27.
Hell yeah. I keep going. I keep going to put my face there. So.
Especially if your roof is more than 15 years old. Call Roofmasters 301-230. Let them get a thorough inspection. If you've got a problem, they'll let you know with photos and a details.
Yo, here comes off grid. Yo, how's it going? Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna put that down because I was gonna drop it at some point anyway.
Hell yeah, it's finally starting to cool off here a little.
Yeah, he just said it was like 60 something over here. It's only like 65 or something. It's cool.
Shit, yeah. I'm down to 84 inside the house now. It was 86. It's starting to drop.
Right on, right on. Hey, Poppy, cool. No problem. Yeah, man. So you got plants 44 inches tall, 44 inches wide, just a whole square.
Yeah, and the other one's 42 inches tall and 50 inches wide.
Dang.
The two big ones. So yeah, they're kicking butt. I'm happy. I'm real happy with them.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Find my ashtray. There it is.
Right on.
I got this
Yeah,
little scribe that I use a pick for cleaning my bowl. It's a Cobalt.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah. It's probably got like a lifetime guarantee then. Cheers.
Right in the hole too. It fits perfect. It's like, all right.
Yep. I'm telling you, when you break it and it's all resonated and you bring it back, they'll give you a new one, you know? Say the tool broke.
Just take it to it with the resin on it. Be like, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah. I need a new one, man. I have the like the humble pipe tool, you know, just the regular humble pipe tool. But I hang on another poker because I don't want the poker up here to get all resonated, so I don't use it. I hang another one. Yeah.
It's got like a little keep spoon. It looked like.
Yeah, it's got yeah. It's just a regular. So that one's like that's called the bowl scraper, and then there's the poke, which is just the point, you know, and then there's the tamper or whatever, you know. So that's how a typical, you know, sort of old school pipe tool is. But I have my own poker hanging on it because the one that's up there, I don't want to get all sticky and gooey, you know. Cheers again. Here we go. Ankle, the elk out antler.
So I tried watching that one movie today, Joe. What was it called? Midnight Warrior. It's
Oh yeah.
Wow. I think I got like a little, like 3/4 of the way, and I was like, man, I can't do it. I can't.
It's for perspective. They shot it on VHS A, I think, and it's for perspective for you because, like, that's like, you know, two families making a movie in like 4 rooms. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's what video age was like too. You know, they had all the mom and pop stores were full of those things because people would direct distribute them. That one is probably people messing with a little bit of production equipment because they're in Hollywood and the story is very specific. It's the midnight what do you call it's called midnight something, but what it's called in real life is stringing. The people who go out and get news footage, right? So in real life it's called stringing, and that's what the story's about. So it's kind of unique in that too. But yeah, oh yeah, I mean, there's gonna be things that are unwatchable, man. Hey, I didn't make them. I didn't make them.
I was proud of myself for getting as far as I did. I think it was just about to unravel maybe what was the story to tell me.
Right,
like it was all about to come undone. They were in the studio with like the producer, and they're all arguing over gonna get this cameraman because he's badass, and you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like it's a certain specific type of paparazzi, I guess you would say, because what they do is they chase down news. But I don't know, you know, it's like
I feel like he went into the bathroom and he was like, "Is that you, Mom?" And he opened up the shower, and I think it was his mom. And then he proceeded to go in there with his mom. Am I confused?
That part I
I was like,
remember. Yes, I don't know what they were writing. Yes, I do remember that.
wait a minute, what is this?
Well, like I said,
Interesting though.
for perspective, there's what you get with a VHS-A and no money. You know what I mean? Borrowing some other equipment. You know.
It's really rare. Like it says, I looked it up on eBay just to see. It says it's selling between like $30 and $50. So there must not have been very many copies of it.
Yeah, there's no studio behind it. Yeah, you should totally sell it if you can get $50, dude.
I'm not. I just.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is the oddball movies that are worth more money. It's like for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, yeah. Quad Dead Zone is the most expensive tape so far that I've ever heard of being sold, and it's made in the living room and the basement. You know, that's it. It's brothers and their girlfriend. You know what I mean? And the doll. Oh no, the doll's the other movie. No, they use different. They have a clown. I forgot. But you know, it's no money production. There were only I don't know how many 10,000. That brings up the price too. So you know, it doesn't have to be good to be valuable out there at all.
Right. Just rare. Just got to be rare.
Yeah, yeah, and like that is something that will work because it is of interest. Like you will sell that because somebody else is interested in like stringers or whatever, you know. So there's an interest factor. That's why I could get through it.
Yeah, I'll pick it back up. I didn't rewind it. It's still in the same place.
Right, right,
There's got to be only
right,
there's only like 30 minutes left. It can't be
right,
much
right.
more.
I know I gave you a good movie or two in there for sure, but you'll get to it. Oh, I do suggest that you watch Terror in the Isles because it's narrated by Donald Pleasant, but in like a scripted environment. They're in a theater, and then that's the kind of premise is they watch the different films between. You know, he talks about them between watching clips, and they're
Oh
like
yeah,
it said, it was all 70s, and yeah, some of them are not horror to me, but they're good movies.
that was just like when it was changing, as the horror was changing. Yeah, the
Well,
way they
yeah,
changed
because
the.
in '80, yeah, in like '80, and that's a slasher era, you know.
Like I watched that one. It was the early Stephen King called Duel. Like you
Yeah,
said, that was like before they had
Jaws.
money for Jaws.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you think?
Duel's good. I like it.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah,
as
yeah.
simple as it is, it's done just right. Like they didn't. There's not very many actors in it. It didn't cost much to make. Like it's really cool.
Hey, like I said, that's I like Warlock a lot. There's like 16 people in that movie. You know, there's one song and 16 people. You know what I mean? It's so simple. It's so simple.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one yet either. You sent that one to me. I know you did.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's very, very well made. You know, they did have money and they had good actors. I'm just saying there were so few of them.
Yeah.
I would look at it. I mean, because I've never made a film of any kind, you know, or anything like that. But if I did, I would want it to be the most stripped down, like economy. Like I would make it short because I know people don't like to watch 3 hours long. But you know,
That's why Vidmark is the shit. Because that's
yeah,
what
to
they were,
me,
right?
yeah, to me they were, yeah,
They were
yeah,
the low budget. Like I got this one. I think you said you'd never seen this one yet. I haven't watched it yet either. It's called
yeah.
In
No, I
Love,
have not seen that. No,
In Love
but
and
that's
War,
James
and it's
Wood.
the
Yeah,
same
that's James
Vidmark.
Wood.
Yep. Must be done
I
around
like
the
James
same
Wood's
time.
film.
Yeah, the box is like nearly identical to the Warlock.
Right,
Like
right,
I think it is made the same year. They did make it the same year. It'd be
right on.
interesting to see how many people are in it, and what it's like. I'll have to watch both of those like back to back, the Warlock and this together.
Yeah, yeah. Time period things might be a good idea. You know, like doing the things that were around the same years. That might be a good idea.
I thought about that. I was on Video Tasties last night live, and he was doing different eras, and we had the chat all guessing what the top films were, for
Okay,
each year, whatever.
right.
He did several years. It was fun. Like I'm surprised how knowledgeable people are. Really.
You know, if I get a computer, I don't have a computer, but if I get one going, I have several DVD-Rs that I made, and they really are. They're like thematic. They're like triple features, you know. And I made them because I had a projector, so I made triple features so you could play them all night and not even watch them. You know, just project them on the wall at a party, you know. And so I could make you some copies if I get a computer going, but they're categorized kind of like that, you know. It's like one thing leads to another, three different films, you know,
All right.
time period or thematically or escalation of the same theme. I don't know, but they're pretty good. Some of them.
Right. Right on. Yeah,
It's
the only other like horror movie that I have is Carrie. I just don't even have many horror at all. At
right,
all.
right, right, right. You got to. I know you've heard about the Evil Dead. A couple of your chatters said, but the Evil Dead 2. I'll send you a video. It's a music video, but it's music and he does cartoon. I mean, not cartoon, comic art. But he's telling the story of his favorite movie, which is that one. I'll send you that by text. It's just a YouTube video you can check out later.
I was reading about the first release of Halloween that had a misprint or something on the logo on the tape, and that shit's worth a fortune if you get one of those.
Oh, oh,
Or or I'm just learning about misprints in general because I just saw another one. It was Beauty of the Beast in a clamshell, right? But on the edge of the tape, it didn't say Beauty of the Beast. It had a different movie's name, but it had the Beauty of the Beast stick Beauty of the
right,
Beast in the movie. So
right,
somebody mixed up at the when they were making them and
right,
loaded
right,
the wrong blanks or something into the machine.
right. Like that one panel was exchanged with another film. I mean, like I've opened brand new records from '70s, like classic era stuff, and I've sealed them, opened them up, same record company, wrong record, like just
Wrong
straight up.
record.
Wrong
It's
record.
not
Same
even
record company,
the.
same year. Was supposed to be in lane 2, ended up in lane 3 in the wrong sleeve. You know, that's what happened.
Some kind of automated process or something. Yeah,
It
machine.
was people then. It was people for those, you know, it was people, but they, you know, they did thousands, so they didn't always, you know,
Yep.
it's the same label. I've never seen one that was another record company. I did see one
Right.
that has got to be Revenge, and I spoke to the lady who got it, who had it made, and I said they're trying to get you in trouble. I got a record that she had. It had a classic run, like in its first two pressings, and then it just died off. Then people come back to her record company, hey, we'd like to have that compilation. So she goes to repress it, wherever it is, Turkey or wherever overseas. They have the plates, so they're supposed to bring out the plates and smash the new records for her, right? They don't bring out her plates. They don't bring out just any wrong plates. They bring out one side of No Doubt Tragic Kingdom and one side of Bush 16 Stone or something. And they put them together. And they put her labels, center labels on them. So they pulled two mainstream, seriously copyrighted. And also, I call it the marriage record because those people were married at the time, the singers.
Huh.
When she had them made, the singers were married. So somebody was trying to get her in trouble for copyright shit. I bet you.
Huh. Huh.
That's the only
Yes.
way. So she must have owed them money. I even said that to her. I said, you must have owed them account money at the time. Because it's just like from one to another, like, you know, they were trying to screw you. What's going on, Mr. Six? Kelly Belly, how you doing? And Space Monkey's in the house. What's going on?
That's badass. He saw No Doubt in '97.
Did you? Did you?
Sick. Sick.
So yeah, this is like this is a like lead singers, right? Half Gavin Rossdale, half what's her name now? It escapes me. Gwen Stefani. And like there's no reason that they should have sent that to a mid-level distributor, you know, independent record company, you know what I mean? And it's not a mistake you can make that many times, you know, it's not even the same record. So she was like, oh, because you know they were just leftover sealed ones from the third run. And she was like, I wonder what the rest of them look like. Thanks for telling me. And I was like, well, they didn't set up the plates to run one. So she's going to find there's a slew of them in there somewhere.
Right.
Counting Crows was there. Cool. They were good. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. 97. Damn. Well, those were, more exciting times. Maybe even, for live music anyway, right? Now it's like, I mean, everything on it is like legacy acts. They're all old and they play each other's songs too, which I don't like. I don't
Like
get that.
I would have liked to see Aerosmith around then, 96 or something. Aerosmith, 95,
Fuck yeah.
96. Aerosmith. That would have been sick.
I wanted to. It was from the video store too. But one of their albums came out in '86, I think, a Permanent Vacation. I wanted to see them then, and I was like 8 years old. I couldn't. My dad was like, no, for all of them, because and even till I was like 11, he was like, no. But I really had a desire to do that. But I bought that cassette at the video store too. Gwen
Yeah,
Stefani
I
was
think,
climbing the rafters at the side of the stage. Oh, that's cool.
yeah, Steven Tyler has one of the most special voices in music. I think it's way up there.
Yep, yep. Yes. See, I wouldn't. I don't think they're performing now. I don't know, but I don't think I would want to go see them now. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah, he's way past his prime now. Maybe 10 years ago.
yeah. And
Like I
and
saw
also
Willie, I
remember,
saw
I
Willie.
don't like the way they run the system now anyway, where you have to pay to park and you pay so much for a ticket and there's service fees and they're all gone like immediately because everybody's using bots to buy them. I mean, come on, man. Like this is also something that I'm just like, I won't even bother buying a ticket. I'll walk up to a place and say, "Anybody got a ticket for sale?" Because it's a lot easier than messing around for 4 hours on the phone, like trying to wait for the drop, and they all these bots come in and buy the tickets, and then you got to worry about paying for parking. I'll just, if I get to the venue, I'll ask. Harry Nilsson, I know him.
Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So what'd you do yesterday?
Yeah,
Yesterday
I've been.
I was busy cooking, so I was like, offline.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. How was the food? How did it come out? I know you're cooking it forever. Was it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
tasty?
yeah. Well, that means that I didn't eat it then, but I ate it today. It's good. We made veggie burgers where I took like the Beyond Meat. It's like a bunch of patties in a bag, but instead I beat it up and cut up veggies and onions and put them in and seasoned it up and made it like burger, like or like just really packed burger. And so it was delicious. That was the best part. But I made regular burgers, same recipe kind of thing, and big hot dogs, which I didn't need to eat. I know they're good. They're Dietz and Watson big hot dogs. They're real good. Deli dogs. And my daughter, she really likes Jamaican beef patties, and I happen to know how to grill those. So that's what she ate today and yesterday. She loves it. And then they had like chips and dip and pasta salads. I brought a pasta salad, and my sister made a pasta salad, even though she didn't come. She made a potato salad. So I didn't get to enjoy it then, but it was all really good, and it went well. It was all good. It went well.
Hell yeah. I had two burgers myself today.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I had ambitions to have two burgers, and I ate the veggie burger and like half of the real one. Like there wasn't any way. They were big old pucks. So one and a half,
Yeah.
and I couldn't, like the second, it was one whole, and then the second one was like the meat patty, half of the meat patty.
Hell yeah.
So I got tomorrow. I got food tomorrow. Eggplant parmesan. Oh, and then the desserts. I didn't even talk about that, but they had desserts all day. So they had donut holes, and now they have animal crackers that are dipped in Reese's. And
Uh-huh.
so they had that. They had Takis. They like those Takis, like the spicy ones. And then,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Takis. They sell those. Those are all the rage here. Like they sell hundreds of bags of Takis.
all that stuff I just mentioned is the stuff I put on the table, so that they leave me the heck alone, so I can go work and cooking. And so you put that on the table, and they're just like they're just drawn right to it, man. They're like, what Takis, and we didn't get anything good as those bites. You have the gremlin bites, but those
Yeah.
animal cracker things were pretty cool. And then we had like legit dessert Danish, and I kept that aside. I saved that at the end.
Nice.
when I was a little kid and I didn't I didn't have any sort of faith and stuff like that or whatever, and kind of we had that conversation way back. My father, mother, everything. Um, I would still sometimes go to the Sunday church because my father would buy me a Danish if I went. He said, "If you go,
Hell
I'll
yeah.
buy you a Danish on the way back," and I would do it for it. I would do it for it. He he tried to watch Midnight Warriors, man. That's a rough watch. And then there is a weird family situation in there as he was speaking of the mother.
There was something weird going on there. I was like, I don't think I was gonna rewind it to make sure I got it straight, but then I was like, no, just keep going forward. No, fuck that.
Yeah, don't worry about what they were really trying to say. Their script is a little bit nuts.
I was like,
Isn't
just
that
keep going.
the dude at the there's like the dude at the diner table, right? He must have wrote it because he just doesn't stop talking.
Right.
And I don't know
Yeah,
what he's talking about. I don't
I
know what he's
watched
talking about.
I watched this Tales of the Crypt Demon Knight. Like that was really good. Not
Heck
too long ago, I
yeah,
watched that. And I watched Good Morning Vietnam again the other day.
that one's awesome.
Right, and then
I heard that in the background.
we
Mm,
watched this freaking crazy movie called Party
that's a rough
Monster
one. That's a rough
with
one right
Macaulay
there.
Culkin
True
and
story.
Seth Green, Marilyn Manson. It's a rough one, yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And
I
yeah,
watched
Brown Bunny, I have that on DVD too. You want to buy mine? I don't need it. Oh, The Art of War.
Wesley Snipes' The Art of War.
Is that one an original or a remake?
I mean, I don't know. It's released in 2000.
Okay. Well, yeah, but a lot of times they did that, with like Denzel or better actors, or like a lot of times, they did remakes.
It's a crazy action movie, though. A lot of martial arts. A lot of martial arts.
Yeah.
And then we watched The Village, and just
Right on.
we left off with more questions than I had. Like, holy shit! Like, there's a lot of questions you're left with when you finish this movie.
Right.
You're like, what is going on? Like, because you still don't even understand. You don't understand.
Right. No, I don't. I don't. Space Monkey, yeah, man. You've only seen that once. I mean, that's another thing. Like I said, perspective. The way that they made Midnight Warrior and the way that they made Party Monster. Party Monster is I love that. There's a sweet spot to those studio movies. They are lower budget movies where they take very good actors, but they put them in sterile sets and they get it shot real cheap. You know what I mean? Everything there was in a set. My favorite thing, though, my favorite set, I should say, is he's got like platforms on and he's trying to drive the truck.
Hilarious.
How you doing tonight, Drew?
And I'm still trying to watch The Commitments. It's still over there waiting to go into the VCR. Just haven't done it yet.
Right on, right on.
But that was the
I
stack that I
heard
watched.
I heard you playing Good Morning Vietnam in the background recently. I also heard music from the Commitments when you were listening to music out in the garden one time. That was interesting because it wasn't the movie, but it was Mustang Sally that was theirs. Yeah, it was their version. Because they like the band in the movie and whatever, like it has a unique soundtrack, to it. It's just to the movie. It's no band in real universe. That's what I was trying to say.
And
Deal's
then I
done,
got like,
bro.
and then I've got like hundreds on the lineup, like waiting to go into the VCR. Like you can
So do
only
I.
watch, you can only watch so many. So it's like, you know,
Yep. Now, right now in there, it's just I didn't want to listen to music or anything. Like I said, I wanted to kind of do nothing today, and so I had the radio on here with the news. Inside, I'm not watching a good movie. It's just fucking Dr. Phil flapping his gums up there, and I'm not listening to him either. It's just a sound, and it's all day.
we have like, it's not even like the Steve Wilco show. It's like one of the other guys, like
Yeah,
bodyguards or some
Wilco's has
shit.
a network, I think. Yeah, Wilco's network, and then you see his buddy's show. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some. Yeah, we just got this new channel. When I did the channel scan, I was like, "What the hell is this?"
You'll love it, Poppy Carl. Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. And then like it's so funny because my friend was like, all right, he was like, so he was like, what is up with these shows? Like, and then now they put them together, like bad shows that they put together. It becomes a network. My goodness. They have the I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to offend anybody that might like one of a really bad show.
What about Ricky Lake back in the day and shit? Like,
Well, her
and
show was good at first, I thought, but then it went really bad. But at first, it was a little bit serious when she had like a coat on and stuff. But then it went like way nuts. Oprah, the same thing. Oprah had a very serious show in Chicago when I was a child, and it went nuts. Yeah, all those shows went nuts. Pro Springer, man.
I
Thank
grew up with
Springer.
Oprah. Yeah.
Because Springer had a serious show.
Oh yeah. I mean,
They both were in. What is it? It's Channel 6 Chicago or something like that.
until what season was Springer serious? I
It
don't
was
know.
a different time. No, it wasn't. It was a show from Bozo the Clown, Oprah, and Jerry Springer, and like Rick Dees. They all had these shows on Chicago 6 or something like that. So I saw them when I was a baby kid.
WGN. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
WGN.
Yeah, WGN. There you go. And so I saw all those shows, and they were straight at first. They went really, really nuts. You know what I mean? And
I remember seeing Bozo when I was
yeah,
a kid,
yeah,
watching it with my sisters or something. And there, what I remembered was them throwing the balls in the buckets. Like once I
yeah.
watched that part, and I was like, "Oh, I remember watching this," but I was really young when I was watching it. I don't even know, a little kid.
And so the kids get like a prize out of the bucket, right? If
Yeah,
whatever
you make
bucket
it in
they.
the first bucket. You're like you risk it all to make the next bucket or something. And if you get it in the second one, you get to go for the third one, and then you get to the bucket number 5, then you win the
Right.
big prize.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. But all that stuff, it was a lot straighter then. It just went, everything. Like Springer, Girls Gone Wild, you got bum fights, you got all this stuff happening, and it just went. But the Booth brothers, most people don't know who they are. The Booth brothers have made some of the worst things I've ever seen.
The worst ones in the early internet was rotten.com.
Yes,
Do you ever?
yes. I
That
mean, I
was
didn't
like,
know. See, I had kids, so I didn't mess with it because I didn't want it on our computer. No, because no, I didn't. So if somebody even something I really wanted, I'd have to talk to somebody to send me a DVD-R or a CDR that'll play in the computer, that sort of thing. Because I wouldn't do it. No, I was like, it was not worth it.
nobody ever saw that stuff before, ever.
Yeah.
Up until that point, like all that shit was classified if there was photos of that kind of stuff.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, man, people got in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know. I kind of err on the side of theirs, which where it's more like if you restrict a journalistic endeavor, then it's going to go in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
People can watch. What's going
Oh
on?
yeah.
What's going on? Gut rot.
I think it's important to record what's happening. I mean, I think there's too many cameras out there, but
Well, yeah,
yeah, I
of
think
course.
it's it's
Yeah,
important to
but it's
record.
it's important to record, and it's messed up that they can like jam it, because they can say iPhone can just say no iPhone recording in this area. It's out. It's out.
Anywhere the press goes, they kill all the phones and whatever. They can shut it all down. Jam it.
Yeah.
Got
So
jam it. They jam it. Jam
yeah, that's what I call it. I call it jamming. So I tell everybody, make sure you have a Super 8 camera somewhere. Pull it
Cool.
open, wind it, and point and shoot.
Yeah, Polaroids.
Right, right. No. I mean, we used to have the Super 8s. They're so easy. You put in a magazine. It's like a cassette kind of, and then you just point and shoot. That's it. And you focus right here, and they run only like 3 minutes. So that's or even it's like 181 seconds or something. That's the problem. And then you flip it over.
They were running on beta.
No. That's the other trick to it is It's Super 8, so it's like a 16 millimeter, I believe, film, or it could even be an 8. And then, but see, then when you flip the cassette over, it writes on the other side, and then there's bleed in the middle. It's the same like the Kennedy assassination. Right?
All right.
Yeah, like that. That was an 8 millimeter proper, I think. But a Super 8 will split it in half. You know, it's like
Yeah,
one run one way, one run the other way.
I never
But they
even
were,
got to use a reel to reel before. I've seen them, and my uncle he was always threatening on a Friday night. We're gonna get out the reel to reel,
yep, yep.
and we never did. He never did. So I never got to use one.
Yeah, that's my dad. The reason he had beta, he knew it was higher quality, whatever, And the same thing with the reel to reel. But what happened to me all the time is I would slice my fingers all the time because of like the splicing reels and doing all this stuff that you have to do. I would just slice my fingers up. They're razor sharp. You don't feel it. You don't feel it. You just walk away. So yeah, I didn't like that. I was so glad to just like put that thing in the corner and run with some really cool cassette decks that he finally put the
Oh
money
yeah.
into.
Well,
He didn't want to put the money into.
I probably have some footage that's like what you're talking about because I have some old family videos and the very beginnings of it are really short films. Like they're short. Like it's like it shows the whole family in the backyard for like 20, 30 seconds and it's done. And
Yeah, yeah,
and then at some point they upgraded the camera and they could film for like a couple of minutes, and
yeah, like
then
maybe 3. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Yeah, but
but
again,
but
that's the only thing I've ever had. And here I was shooting on one that I bought used, and I thought I was making a movie. I didn't know that the cassette had already been written on. So when I played it back, I'm just watching my neighbors, the ones from the Philippines, like in the backyard, because it had already been written. It's there's no negative, right? So it's a reverse
yeah.
negative. Once it's written, it's written. And
Uh-huh.
so that film, sometimes I go to sleep and I'm like, man, I remember some of that, and I want to recreate it. And I come back to, if I ever do something, it's going to be so simple. So it'll be just the little implements, just the little parts that stick out.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the end of it, there's almost, I mean, it's like a naked man. It's insinuated you don't see a naked man. There's no nudity picture. It's up from the side, but he's like covered in hair, shaving it off. But it's like
Oh,
it's not done like that. It's done with a piece of glass. The hair is on the glass, and so he has to do the action that matches the physical action of pushing that hair off the glass for the film to work. And I thought I shot it.
oh yeah.
Oh well. Good practice.
I found my Terminator that I was looking for forever, like a week or so ago, and I was like, shit, I finally gave up. I just
Right.
found it right now. I just found it right now.
I know where my old school like Thorn EMI clamshell Terminator is for sure. That's the one I keep my eyes on.
Yeah. I was
Heck yeah,
reading
man.
about some special holographic cover ET that's worth money. It was some
Huh,
anniversary release or something. I haven't seen
no
one,
clue.
but I guess that must be rare. Wasn't many of them, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I have no clue. I think that I probably had in a big one of those big white Disney shells or
It's
whatever.
Yeah, it said it was. That's what it mean. Yeah, it was like that. It was some
Yeah,
kind of clamshell. It was a
yeah.
clamshell with a holographic on it or something.
I don't have the stuff I had from childhood. It might be in a closet, that my mother stashed, but I don't know because she's, I can't ask her.
Hey,
Uh,
do you have my ET?
right, right, right. Nah, but I doubt it. I doubt it. It's probably all gone.
Yeah.
I know that she stashed toys though, so I'll find some probably Transformers and stuff that are gonna blow my mind.
Uh,
But
I know of a time capsule that I made when I was little, like 10
right?
or 12 years old. And I looked at it one time, like 10 years ago, after it had
Yeah,
already been like 20 odd years or something.
and
I
I
put it,
mean, like,
I put it
how did
back.
you
I
happen to?
put it back.
Well, of course, yeah, yeah. That's interesting. How was it intact?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
still all together inside of a glass jar. Hasn't broke since like for over 30 years.
perfect, man.
Who knows if I'll probably get it maybe someday. Maybe they'll be like, "Well, what's this?"
Right?
There's a note in there from me to myself, to my
Yeah,
future
yeah.
self.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, all right.
I didn't read the note. I when
Yeah,
I last time I checked it, I
it's not
checked to
time yet,
see.
right? It's not
Yeah, I
time
didn't
yet.
read. I didn't read the note. I don't know what I wrote myself. I can't remember.
Yeah, when I was getting books together to give away, and it went to Hershey, there was letters, a couple back and forth from my wife and I for obviously like a time where we had to write letters, which means we're warring about something, I guess. But anyways, I sure as hell didn't read them. I just left them in the book and sent them on. Now I know what they say because she read them, but that's okay. I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to look at it, because I'm just not there. Wherever that was, I'm not there. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
And it's a treat that I got to hear them read, and I did hear them read, but I didn't need that. It's like it's different.
I need to find a better phone capable microphone, like Bluetooth microphone or something that picks up audio better.
In the background or your voice is always like seems to be fine.
It's like it doesn't pick up frequencies well. I don't think it's not picking up like broad frequencies.
Okay.
I think the
Yeah, I don't
voice
know.
part's good.
From what I understand, even a phone like mine, like a Samsung, I should be able to plug something in there at the power cable that splits off and it'll give me any kind of mic I want, like a wireless mic or a mic over there, whatever I want. But it's such a hassle to just charge it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, literally, like, I mean, that would be
yeah.
like the step of me making a YouTube video I had to edit. No way. That is real work. So
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, I've got some expensive like $5,000 program for editing the shit. Like I have the
yeah,
professional shit because my buddy's wife does it for a living, and
right.
he's like don't tell. He's like, but here's the link.
I got the link. I got the key. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded it. Hell yeah, I did.
Oh
I
man.
haven't had time to mess around with it. And I'm not even computer savvy anymore. I don't even know how to use a computer anymore, man. I can't
But
even like,
something like
where
that,
is my computer? Like, where's file edit? Like, where's
the
my
tree, the
tabs?
file
They're
tree.
not
Yeah, the
even
file tree.
they're not even there. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, you used to be able to go and say, okay, my computer, I want to go into programs. And then it's like now they split up the programs under that, and you're like, why? I mean, just programs, put them in alphabetical order, numerical. Let me choose, I'll sort them, but
yeah.
whatever. No. Yeah, they make it's a mystery, man.
It's like a phone now more. It's like it's in between a phone and the computer now. It's kind of like it's like apps kind of. I don't know. It's
Tablet,
not like
right? Tablet style
eh,
then.
yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's like I wish they would have just stayed with whatever it was. When it was Windows 98 like second edition, I had that shit nailed. I could do all kinds of shit on Photoshop and all kinds of stuff. But since
Yeah.
they changed all that, like
Well, I
what was
mean,
the point
mostly
of learning?
mostly a computer I would use for work. So like at the Windows XP era or whatever, everything was fine. Everything worked at everything we needed, and all the multimedia was there. You could mess that up by trying to. I want to get a different video player. You'll start messing shit up, man. Like it was much better when it was packaged like that. I have a video player. I have a sound recorder. It's a good place to start. So
Right,
Windows Movie Maker is a very easy video editor. Now,
right.
what you're talking about, professional grade, the one time I ran into that, I online DJ'd, and so I had to use their program. So it's the same thing where it's like, here's the link or here's the key. We're just kind of sub leasing it. We're not paying for your license. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. So but then I
Right.
had professional equipment.
That's what he said. He said, "Don't hook it to the internet to update it." He's like, it'll work right now as it is, but it's like, don't try to update
Right, right.
it.
But I mean,
I'm like,
since it
cool.
was not only like a duty to get the hour prepared every week, but also something of interest. I mean, I had a great time, and I did master the program very easily. You know what I mean? Because it was something I enjoyed, and you probably would too if you really wanted to edit videos and you have what you have. If you really wanted to, then you get into it.
Yeah, I should try. I should try at least for one video. See what
A
I can
paper
do.
manual would be nice for me, but that's it's too much to ask. They don't even give you the power brick anymore when you buy a new phone. They just give you the cable. They're like, you have a brick, right? And it's like maybe, and maybe it matches the USB C, or maybe it doesn't. Don't assume.
Charging cable. They
What's up,
give you a
Hobo?
C. The new phones come with the C to C cable.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck? Like
yep.
a
And
special
you don't. They
charger,
don't even
or
use a charging block. What's up, Hobo, mate?
you can hook two phones together now. Two C phones together, and it'll if one phone's low on battery and the other one's full, it'll even out. Like you could charge the dying phone.
Right, because that would be no different than like hooking up a power bank, right? Essentially, right?
It just evens out at some point. It won't charge no more. Yeah.
I mean, I bought my phone in the summer. I replaced it in the summer, and I'm gonna have to buy a new one like right now because once it gets hot, these phones stop working like that anyway. These I have the cheap phones though, and it's now a year old. I'm gonna have to replace it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is trying to keep it cool. And I can't even when I go outside right now on the lives and I take you guys out into the garden. It's
Yeah,
like we can only stay out there like 60 seconds. That screen out there in the sun is just the phone like is almost melting. I'm like,
yeah,
ah,
yeah.
we need ice cubes. We need ice cubes on the back of the phone when I'm out there.
I mean, I've seen people put ice near it, and I don't know. I mean, maybe they should have like cool gel things if people are gonna do that already, like things you put in the freezer, maybe.
You can put your case in the freezer, right? Keep it,
Uh,
get and put the
it's not gonna
frozen
hold
case.
it. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
it won't
hold
stay
it
long.
though.
It won't stay
Yeah,
long. No, no, I'd only buy you like another 30 seconds
right. But if they
when it's
made
a
a
when it's
case
a
with
hundred.
like that gel pack that they put in the freezer, for your neck or whatever.
Yeah, maybe if it's not too cold.
Yeah, but I
I'm
think the
sure.
manufacturers don't recommend putting them near ice anyway. Just it's what people do, so that's why there's
The
no phone cases like that, really.
yeah, temperature changes up and down is bad for the up down up down up down for the phone. Yep,
Yeah,
that'll
everything
take
here
them
is
out.
like drying out as we speak. The oils are leaving everything in this machine. And so it's getting brittle and drying out. You can't have temperature fluctuations all the time on it. On top of that, one of your you're going to hit soon where you're going to have to start fixing snapping tapes. So don't cut your fingers, just like the reel to reel. Be careful.
Yeah, well, by the time I'm doing it, they'll probably outlaw the good glue on the Scotch tape that I need.
Right.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
man. They'll be calling it a carcinogen. They'll be calling it a carcinogen.
It probably is already labeled as such. I'm sure on the back.
Right.
Scotch tape.
As well as the implements they put in soda and whatnot. If you buy them in a big enough bag, it says danger.
Full of poison, all the chemicals that are in all the food. Like, why do they put
Doritos.
all those? Everything's full of chemicals. Like, what do
I
they need
know.
all those chemicals, bro? That's
Yeah.
not what no home cook puts any of those chemicals in food.
Right.
Whatever, like,
Right. That was that was pretty good about yesterday. Except for the stuff that they ate, that crave stuff that they ate first. The stuff that I made, it didn't have anything weird in it. It was all whole. That was pretty cool.
yeah, yeah, it's crazy what they allow, and what they put in there on purpose. All the government food,
Yeah.
all the school lunches, the prison food, the military's food. It's all fortified with full of their shit.
Right. 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 Man, that's a hard one too, because I mean, you want your military to be able to function at the highest level, right? But you give them like chemicals that are going to diminish their abilities. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I
Yeah.
got to grind some up. This is empty.
It's hot out there, man. It's still hot. It's. I'm lucky I'm not farther south in the state because they're like over 100 degrees right now.
I can guarantee it's hitting like 64 right now because I am cold.
Mhm. Holy shit! Yeah, it's 84 in here.
Okay,
84.
it's chill over here.
Yeah, I just need to get the whole place open.
Hey, Hobo, I hope you're enjoying those books, bro.
Oh yeah. I keep showing off your chimes, Hobo, and they're out here in my garden. They've been make chiming every day. They're gonna
Yeah,
make it. They're gonna make it through the season out there.
right, right.
We'll put them out next year.
Yeah, I might put mine out next year too. I know Hobo told me they're indoor, but like you said, we can restring them, right?
Yeah, I got string
Yeah.
if it happens to break.
Well,
I
cheers.
just
I'm
need
rolling
one.
one up.
Right on. Cool. I'll twist one up too.
Had that empty grinder only, I don't know, 50 seconds ago. That's all good.
Oh, you're fast. You're fast. You got a grinder too. I gotta break it with my fingers.
Oh, I know. I mean, if I had like you have your homegrown fresh bud, I don't even the stuff that comes from the farmer is further. It's not like what you have or what they keep, which you can grind up with your fingers. Probably pretty nice, nice and fluffy.
The lavender is. I like
Hmm.
that. It's harder to break up Big Mama. She's a little denser.
Yeah, I saw you moving that. I don't know, 8 pounds of lavender over and over and over the last couple of days, and then you gotta switch off, right? So,
That's like I don't know, a half or 3/4 pound of Big Mama and like a pound and a half of lavender or something.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's
This is
still right there. It's still
a big
right over
laundry
there.
bag, man. Big laundry bag over there.
Yeah, well, there might be a couple pounds there.
Yeah, I know, man, and that's awesome. And I see people that maybe sometimes people come at you jealous, because you do have that, like So what do they have to say? It's really weird sometimes. It's like it's behind me in the cellar. It's it's right behind all the jars in the cellar.
Yeah.
It would be cool though if people had seed genetics they wanted to see you grow.
Hey, next year. Next
Yeah,
year.
maybe.
I don't know. Like I don't know what's gonna happen next year. Got some big names interested in me this year already.
I believe. I believe that's what I'm saying. The proof is right there. Yep.
I'd like to grow because I'm down for that. Like, let's see. I'm down to grow a bunch of chronic. Like, let's how good does your genetics do here? Like
Right. Right.
this year we're doing twisted roots, and next year I don't know.
Right.
Not
There you
sure.
go. And yeah, and I believe that it's like that's really cool, and because it's so fair, you're the unchanging factor. So what it's up to is where does it come from? You know what I mean? You're the point where it comes to be, but where does it come from?
As I'm getting older, it's getting harder and harder to keep the motivation up to get out there and do the same amount level of work every year. But
Right.
with my
It's also
record
an
from last
expensive
year,
endeavor. It's an expensive endeavor.
starting out it can be starting out if it's your first year, and you've got depending on what you're trying to do your first year,
Right.
you can spend a lot of money. What I'd say is that don't do that. Take whatever
Right.
you think that you would spend like on a year or whatever, and then don't spend no more than that on it. Like it's like think of it like an investment.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why that's why I'm not at all emotional about money. It's great because everything to me is just operating expense. Like, yeah, we need that to do that. We need that to do that. Big deal. I'm not emotionally attached to it. I don't worry about it that way. That's somebody else's job. We have them, trust me. My son is so worried about money. He used to like take $1 bills and stuff them under his bed, like $1 bill that was left.
Yeah,
But he's never needed anything.
Mama always kept the dollar bill on the on a magnet on the fridge, and I asked her. I said, "What's that
Hmm.
dollar bill on the side of the fridge?"
Right?
And she said, "That dollar bill right there is so that we're never broke.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the bottom dollar.
She would never spend it. They never spent it."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've done that before too with specific things, and right now, I mean, even most of like a normal supply, like a soap or whatever. I mean, two of them looks like zero to me, so I got to put some behind them. You know what I mean? So I keep everything in stock. So I understand that if it's a dollar bill, I see it makes no difference to me. It's like I got to keep them in stock. But yeah, I've totally done that, and we've had like just a $5 bill from 1985 or whatever, and I've just like said, okay, I'm not going to spend that, even though it's not worth more than $5 at the point. It's just like I'm not going to spend that because it means that everybody's taken care of and we still have money. You know what I mean? So I literally had like the same mentality about that.
Right? That's like my. I got $2 that I'll have. I got like some $2 bills and some silver certificate $1 bills. So
Right on, right on, right on. Yeah, I got a couple of silver certificates.
we don't
I
spend.
got a
But they're.
I got a couple of really nice coins, you know. But
I sold all my silver ones. It sucks because I did
did
have a
you?
bunch of really nice coins. I was bad in a bad place and I needed cash, so I sold them to the jeweler. He gave
Right.
me fair, just scrap value, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, are you
But
going through pennies right now? I thought I might have seen some pennies.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
these are
wheat
all
pennies.
duplicates. I got a big pile of wheat pennies up here,
Right.
all my different ones, and I need to get a magnifying glass and a light and go through and see if I can find any errors or anything on any of them.
Good point. Yeah. Oh, they have an app too, by the way. I don't know if it costs money or what, but they have an app for that too, I think. So you can use your phone camera and apparently to do that.
Yeah, certain ones are known to have certain errors or something, certain
By
years.
year and yeah, yeah. And a double strike or some kind of thing like that you'll see by eye, I suppose.
Yeah, Rob Center. I don't. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't know about all that. I knew just to look for mint mark and condition, and I put the best condition with the right mint mark in the little book.
Right
That
on.
was all. That was all I looked at. I used to have
I,
this red book that had all the values of some coins. It was from the
right.
'90s.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't do that only because like I mean I do have coins and I have like a little couple of sets. Like there's a little sack over here and a little box over there. And right now I just looked at some of my mother's coins, but they got to go back. They're just like dollars and 50-cent pieces. All of them are like the non-value year, or you know what I mean. If there was a difference that year or a different uh, print, I mean, excuse me, a different mint, you know, or something. It's always the wrong one. None of them are valuable, you know. But
Right.
I just took them to check anyway.
Yeah. I didn't look at. I have a couple of rare pennies that are old, but I don't know what they're worth. It's all on condition.
One time at the end, it was at the end of the '80s. I was just playing guitar in the basement, and a lot of times I would play with a penny or something just for the metallic sound. And I dropped it. I picked it up. I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, it's a wheat penny." I flipped it over, and it was a 1906 or 1916. I'm sorry, 1916, because I do have a 1906, but I believe that's the Indian head on the back.
That's awesome.
But I just kept using it. Actually, I just kept using it.
Most of my wheats are 40s and 50s.
Hmm.
Like they went till 1958. That was the last year for the wheat pennies.
Yeah, I think the '06 one, if I remember now, is the Indian head.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's a 1920.
There you go.
That's pretty old. It's an
And then,
extra.
and they
Let's see.
consider them three different colors too, right? There's like a brown, a bronze, and a red, or something like that, right?
Let's see. Focus. The camera dirty.
Nah, it's not gonna
Well, that's
happen.
shit.
No way. No
That's
way.
crazy. This camera sucks on live, huh?
Well, and the CD player I just got, it's great, but the buttons are tiny, tiny, right? And my nails get in the way of me being able to touch them with like a corner because they're real small. And so, but there's a screen, and so for me to try to like hook my finger on and push with my thumb or something, then I can't see the screen, man. So you were getting it closer to focus.
You can see it better from the front camera. It wasn't doing shit on the back.
There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty worn, yeah. And like it looks like the middle color.
Right. Yeah, they get some toning. Yeah, for when they get a certain age.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some of them are red. Yeah, I get red toning. Like this.
Like I
I have
said,
a
I
few
think
of
they
them
have
here.
3 categories. They have like 3.
Like these ones they're more red.
Yeah.
I think they're very. They might be different. It's totally different color. It's like red.
Yep.
Going up there. Yeah, they're red. And then I rubbed this one. I rubbed this one with my fingers, just my thumb
Okay.
on it, and took away the patina.
Yeah.
It's a 1952D. Like
Right. So that's
its
Delaware.
value.
That's Delaware?
Denver.
Oh, Denver. Okay, you got Denver, you got Philadelphia?
San Francisco was
Oh,
the
and
old
San
mint.
Francisco.
Yeah, at one point there was a mint in Sacramento. They still
All right.
might mint a few things in Sacramento.
So are they like right now they're trying to discontinue pennies, I'm not really pro that. My father has always been, but I'm not. I think they should have like a tax coin. So like when they say plus tax, you just give them the tax coin. That's what I think. They're like it's 19.99 plus tax. They're like here's the tax coin, and just pass those around. Don't assign any value to them. Just make it. Just pass them around.
Get out of taxes free chip or something like.
I don't know. That Steve Wozniak says that he makes $2 bills that he can legally sell for less than $2 to you, and that they'll accept as legal tender. I don't know how that pans out. I don't really get that. But if you don't believe me, it's not my statement. Steve Wozniak says he can do that for you. I don't know.
Legally? Maybe. I don't know.
So he says. So he says.
Permits for that shit?
Look, look up the details. Look up the details. I can't speak for him.
Yeah.
Amazon was selling 5 quarters for $1 back in the day. I heard. For real?
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw this thing. This Walmart mispriced some shit. These big screen TVs, and they fucking were $75 instead of $7 or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be.
Oh my god.
It was like a $700 TV, and they had it marked at $75.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? There was a Tales from the Crypt, the complete series that was released on Amazon, right? I mean, and it's pre-release, so a pre-order, and one day it was like $13. And if you clicked it that day, and it was all pre-order, right? But if you clicked it that day, they were like, "Oh my gosh, sorry, mistake. But we'll have to honor that all the $13 orders, the 12.98s, and I missed that day. It's way too bad because HBO stuff is very expensive.
Heck yeah. HBO. Back in the day, only rich people had HBO and MTV and
Right?
VHS or what the hell was it called? What
VH1.
VH1? Yeah, the hell. Yeah,
No,
only
for
rich
real.
people
Yeah,
had.
I think the way that it ended up in ours, because my dad was in tech and whatnot, I think the way it ended up is we had like one box, which means one TV. So the rest, everything else was just on the air. And they were like, so you go watch in the kitchen. There's this little tiny black and white TV, and it's just on. It gets the 4 channels that everybody gets. If you go in your room, your little black and white TV. But if you go to the one down, in the bottom, the sub basement, I guess you call it, that one had a cable box, and there was like 30 channels on it. 30
Yeah,
channels. Yeah. Yo, what's up,
you
Ever
know,
Inferno? Thanks for
you know
coming up.
those giant flies that are like they look like mosquitoes, but they're like this fucking big, but it's some kind of fly.
Yeah.
There's one of
Green?
those right on my. Yeah, it's on my screen right now.
Does it have green
He's look.
color in it? Like in its eyes and all that or whatever? What's
No,
going on, Ever?
they look wicked.
Dang. Wow. Yeah, that looks like a mosquito. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mosquito.
Right, but they're huge. No, they're like a kind of fly though. They're like a half or some shit.
Hmm. Oh man. I mean,
No,
I would have thought it was.
they
I'm
look
not a herpetologist,
they look terrifying.
Excuse me,
Ever-
entomologist. I'm not an entomologist. But yeah, that looks. I would have called it mosquitoes, so I didn't even know. What's going on,
That's
Ever?
some crazy fucking shit. Well, I
Oh,
jump on off here if ever is ever gonna come up. I jump off of here. Ever brings the views.
well, I don't need the views because I'm just sharing this toke with you. You rolled up that big one, and I'm jumping off too, so I don't need the views. But Ever came up last night. Thank you for that, man.
All right. The bugs for me. Yeah,
I don't do that
they're
much.
not great.
I don't do that much.
Yeah, they were
The
biting the
flying
crap out
insects
of me
that
today
come
on a
here.
hike. On a hike today, they were biting the crap out of me.
Yeah. Hey, Ever, guess what? That doesn't matter because it didn't happen. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. That's so silly. All right, off grid. I'm gonna get out of here. Ever. See you later too. Thanks for coming up, man.
Later
I'm
on.
just taking it easy, so I'm just gonna turn the news back on, man.
Hell yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
take it easy, Joe.
all right. See ya. All right, see you later, Ever. Take care.